Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Already got the first card out. You might be able to see it because the camera lags behind, doesn't it? It fell right out, and I'm not doing what I did yesterday and shuffling on camera after the first one came out. Because remember yesterday it took ages for another card to come out. So let's not do that today. Hey Tanya, how are you? So, it's the new moon. So this is a new moon special. In the energy update for today, it's pretty cool energies. We had the Magician twice, which is exciting. Stuff manifesting. There's also an element of protection in there as well. Hey Chris, hi Donna. An element of protection in there as well. We actually got the Underworld card out, and I got a strong message from it that the Underworld, the bad people, could be rocking the boat a little bit today. Hey Melissa, hey Eva, hey Lisa. Hi Kelly. Yeah, the underworld, underbelly of society, you know, just bad people. Not everyone has good hearts and wants the best for people. I think by far the majority are good people, but maybe a lot of wounded people. But there are some people that are just kind of bad. They want to mess things up. They want to cause drama and they don't want good things for other people. The ones that are really wounded, you know. And so there's an element of that today. So there's a bit of protection required for you to protect yourself, be in your empowerment and all of that. We've got the Bringer of Change here. I've not seen this card before. Literally, I've not seen this card before, even though I've flipped through them all. I don't recall seeing this one at all. Dude in a dress with butterflies. Bringer of Change. Number 38. Let's read this one out. Bringer of Change. So yeah, it's the new moon. We've got a new romantic cycle begins. So no wonder the romance stuff has been coming out. New moon in Libra today. It's actually tomorrow, but it's tonight really for me. So yeah, and because I've got the half price sale on my love reading starting later on today, I'm doing the new moon special now. It makes sense. So Bringer of Change. Hey Deb, hey Melissa, Indiana. Melissa from Indiana. Bringer of Change. You are not as they expected you to be, are you, dear one? They thought you'd be one who was more like themselves, who would be a part of the pre-designed patterns and the wave after wave of people who keep the world traveling in the same direction. But you, friend, were different. It was not intentional, nor was it a reaction. It simply was that something new was born into the world when you were brought forth. So now you're releasing the special light and qualities that only you can bring to this planet, and you'll find that there are others like you. Beautiful souls who seem at times to not belong and who are sometimes rejected. Hey Rose, hey Dan. But this card comes to tell you that part of your creation and part of your soul's journey is not to come here to be part of what already existed. It was to come here to change what already was. And now you are at the moment where you will show who you are, all of it, without shame or fear. Hey Leonie. You'll no longer fear rejection or scorn or even fear of disappointing those you love. You, all of you, are here to give the world something that is needed, to offer it medicine, so that we all, human and animal, winged ones, all beings, are released into the freedom to be who they came here to be. You're flying free now, and in turn you'll free others. So bring to us your unique vision and energies and experiences, and teach us how to become who we are all meant to be. Wow. You never fit in, always being rejected. It's a good thing, according to this card. We're not here to... So, bringers of change. I was thinking like this one is bringing us change, but it's actually bringing us the message that we are the bringers of change. That's awesome. Hey Arlene. We are the bringers of change. We just got to be ourselves. Interesting. About the fear. No longer fear rejection. No longer fear. There's protection. There's protection in place. There's like a universal protection in place. I'm just thinking about that underbelly, underworld card that came out in the energy update today. It was right at the end, so it's still in my mind because I watched it this morning. And so I don't think it is something to feel worried about, but there is an element of having to stand up for ourselves today. I've got the Empower Self card out in my personal cards, and I've got the Badger Spirit out as well. Come on, camera catcher. It says, be fearless and bold. With the empowerment card. So something's going on today. We've got to stand up for ourselves. But I'm also feeling that there's this element of protection as well in place. Yeah, everyone fits in here, right? Especially in childhood. And every quality in the family, yeah. Well, it's made us who we are though, right? Hey, Maria. Yeah, it makes us who we are, right? So I had a dream last night that I straightened my hair. And so this morning I bought myself some GHD straighteners online. I thought I'd act on it right away. No way. I don't know. I used to straighten my hair years ago, but apparently I'm going to do it again. Maybe I've got some events coming up. Who knows? So let's get some more cards out. We're the bringers of change, and we've just got to be who we are right now. And shine. We'll bring change in through that. What's the magic of you got for us today? Another rainy day. Here, the sun came out yesterday. Can you see? I'm a little bit pinker than usual. I lay out in the sun. Oh, it's so nice to have the sun on my body. It's been raining. Oh, for ages. I can't remember when it was last sunny. Raining again. Not going sailing. Skipper fell off his bike. Banged his head on the road. He's okay. We're not going sailing. Don't want to go in this weather anyway. Come on, cards. Come out. Don't keep us waiting. Oh, patience. So yeah, we had the Magician out twice. So whether it's got something to do with this new moon, the whole Magician energy. So that's manifestation, the Magician. We had the Victory card out with it as well. We also had the Materials card out with it as well. Maybe that's where I bought my straighteners. It's like getting more into the material world. You know, since I moved rooms and I've got more space and I've got storage space, I started buying myself material stuff again. It's great. It makes me feel good. Instead of just being in traveller mode. I've been here 4 years. I don't need to be in traveller mode. Living out of a suitcase, not getting anything in case I need to move on. Especially now with the visa situation. Oh. Serendipity. I love that word. Serendipity. Hi, Deborah. I'm a bit sweaty. Serendipity, number 30. Merge with the flow. She's got her fingers crossed. No. Just looks that way. Maybe she has. Because I saw it. Serendipity. I'm on my 3rd coffee this morning. Rain doesn't suit me. It makes it hard for me to train. It slows my body right down. My legs aren't as fast. I've got very, if you know anything about sports, I've got very high twitch muscles. So explosive. I can jump up in the air, that kind of thing. Very fast muscles. Not so much for endurance, but when it's raining, no. My muscles are like, no, let's not do this. Let's not move fast, let's move slow. Serendipity, merge with the flow. Be aware that opportunities are lining up around you. Merge into the flow of life. I just heard something then. The protection thing that I was just talking about, it's got nothing to do with this card, or maybe it has, maybe that's what's flowing. The underbelly thing. It could be that somebody comes to you today around this new moon for protection. There could be people at this new moon realizing that they're around bad people and coming to you for protection. Interesting message. But anyway, let's get back to this card. Be aware that opportunities are lining up around you. Merge into the flow of life. Trust it in all its light and shadows. I think this underbelly is kind of playing a divine role. They'd hate to know that, wouldn't they? But do you know what I mean? It'll end up backfiring on them, it always does, right? Because that's karma. But I think the actions or the attitudes of the underbelly, this underworld card that came out today, could actually have a really positive effect on people. This empowerment, causing people to empower themselves and move away from them. Merge into the flow of life, trust it in all its light and shadows. That light and shadows, you know? They have brought you to this point. You see, I'm getting a lot of messages. I'm getting images. You know, like energy vampires, you know, dark energies, people that are really, really damaged and very, very unaware of that, not healing themselves at all, have this dark energy, don't wish well for other people. And the energetic kind of image that I'm seeing is them like slinging hooks into people. And like imagine having hooks pulling you there to their energy. They don't want to let go. They want to hook in to other people and impose their energy on other people. That shadow stuff. They've brought you to this point. Maybe unbeknownst to you, you're perfectly poised for opportunity right now. Trust your efforts and recognize the signs of serendipity occurring around you. Something is going on today. And it's got something to do with this underworld reluctantly helping people. I say reluctantly, no, they want to do what they're doing, but they don't want the outcome that they're going to get from it. That's what I'm getting. This means you are where you're meant to be, doing what you're meant to be doing. And everything that's happening is meant to happen too. There's good reason for it all, even the dark stuff that's going on, especially the dark stuff that's going on. I was just corrected. Be conscious of follow up and follow through. Don't let things drop around this new moon. Don't just let things go by, especially with darkness, with the shadow stuff. Don't just let it go and ignore it. You know, like I always say, negative emotions are there for a reason. It's guidance, not to be ignored. It's to make a change. So kind of be tenacious today with that stuff, with darkness stuff, with shadow work. Good fortune forms around you. Yeah, because we're protected through this. We are being guided through this. The girl of serendipity merges into the leaves of life, and they welcome her into their nourishing and lush embrace. Like them, she's growing in abundance and opportunity. Fresh potential awakens. Everything happens in its right time and place, exactly as it's meant to. Something very special going on at the moment. Around this new moon, probably the next full moon as well. And especially because of the Mars stuff too, right? Triggering anger and stuff like that, unhealed. I don't mean anger, I mean like rage. I mean the unhealed stuff. Anger's normal, right? Anger. If somebody wrongs you, you're going to feel angry. If you don't feel angry, there's something wrong. But I always give that example. If you were to walk down a street and you saw like an adult beating a small child up, you should feel angry. The anger is saying, step in, do something about it. Anger's normal, but rage is another thing, very unhealed. It's not in proportion with what's going on, rage. It's suppressed anger coming out at a different time. And so, if this is going on, that darkness is going to come out, but it's going to come out for a good reason. It makes you want to stay at home. The exact people I'm referring to. Underbelly. Darkness. Anyway, ritual. Talismanic walk. Talismanic walk. Talismanic. I haven't heard of those words put together before. Take a walk in a natural, private environment. As you do, stack stones and weave leaves and vines together in various places as talismanic offerings to the universal flow, indicating that you are merged and moving with its intended best direction for you. Oh, interesting. Something that I've always done, and I haven't actually done it in this place. Create this. I haven't done it. I should do it here. It's a powerful thing, and it's like an energetic thing, but with nature. And I usually do it if I can get underneath the house that I'm living in. I usually do it underneath the house, and I can here, so I'll do it. Just reminded me that. Anyway, we're being led right now, and it seems like important stuff's going on to me. Let's get a goddess in. It's a little bit of full moony energy. And so we've got Mars, triggering. It's good because it's not just triggering like rage in people and stuff like that, inappropriate anger or unresolved anger coming out at inappropriate moments. But and quite often those people do it to the nicest people. Do you know what I mean? Like the narcissist attracted to the nicest people because they can get away with it. But the Mars thing is also causing the nicest people to be empowered too and not stand for that stuff. So in a way it is triggering anger in everybody. Appropriate anger. What goddess do we have today? Feel is going through this with a few people surrounding him, want to help him but can't save him. But maybe these people that we know that are going through this darkness, maybe they will reach out around this new moon for help. And that's when you can help them, right? When they finally want to help themselves, when they finally see it. Had many teary times today for no reason. Ooh. Well, it's probably not for no reason, darling. But the reason's yet to be revealed. We pick up on these things, don't we? We've got Morrigan. More purples. We had a lot of purple yesterday. Like that first card said, the bringers have changed. It's like some spiritual battle. Spiritual battle is happening at the moment. Morrigan, here she is. Rhythm. She's Celtic. Me too. I'm 7/8 Irish, me. Morrigan. Shape-shifting goddess Morrigan helps you tune into the cycles of life. Beginnings, middles and ends. Rebirths. Whatever you're experiencing is a transition between one of these phases. Remember, this new moon is about new cycles. New cycles in romance. Doesn't necessarily mean new romance, new relationships. It means new cycles, new patterns. Old patterns dying, new patterns being born, new rhythms. So we're getting ready for one of these phases, a beginning, a middle, or an end. Lots of weird childhood memories today from long ago. Oh. Well, I had a childhood memory come up yesterday. Can't remember what it was now, but it kind of surprised me to remember something. It wasn't anything significant, really. Maybe emotionally significant it was. A spiritual battle. It seems that way, like the light against dark. And we're being protected through it. I mean, I think we've got a lot of spirits on our side. You know what I mean? If we're the bringers of change. How bizarre that I've never seen this card before. Did it just materialise in the deck? I've looked through all of them. Didn't see that one. Or maybe I looked at it and I just thought it's just the change card. Which card shall I use now? Tarot. Cover 3. Oh, my elbow hurts. China got me to hang from a pole yesterday. It wasn't the best thing for my arms. The Empress. Wow. So the Empress is the queen of all queens. She's got all of the queen's energy. It's like the queen but better. The queen who graduated. It's hard to even hold cards and reach over. So the Empress, very spiritual energy. It's the mother, the protector, the one that nurtures, the one that... interesting. I feel it's connected to this Bringers of Change card about being ourselves, being in our energy, and that in itself bringing change in. It could be that people come to you, not just for protection, not just because of the underbelly, but other stuff that's going on too. The Empress speaks to you, Melissa. She's amazing. She's weird in this card. The image in this card is just bizarre to me. Her face is in the wrong place. Her neck shouldn't... Her face should just be up a little bit, I think. But, yeah, ignoring where her face is placed. She's the mother. Yeah, she speaks to me too. So we've got the Empress energy. Let's get another one out. I'm having trouble with that crystal. Leaning cards up against it. I'm just going to get one card out. Interesting. It's the Four of Inspiration, Four of Wands, which is like the wedding card. But in this particular deck, got a group of women sat around, communing. The wedding card came out in the energy update as well for today. Some kind of a commitment, maybe commitment to a cause, and maybe commitment to yourself as well too, to your cause, to being who you are. There was also a test as well, a test of commitment today. Right. As in, maybe somebody asking you if you want children or something like that, or if you want to get married in the future. It could be just like someone feeling out your commitment, someone testing your commitment, but doing it in a roundabout way. Even if they do it directly to you, it could be someone getting their friends to ask you too. And so the energies were saying, be true to ourselves today, no matter who's asking, be true to ourselves. Flip the crystal upside down, but it's got a flat bottom. Let's try it that way. Yes, it works. So the Four of Inspiration It feels like a group of people coming together, committed to the same thing. Or this could be our spiritual team as well. Oh yeah, look, they're all connected in with the stars up there above their heads to their crown chakras. Spirit's working through us. I do feel a lot of protection coming through at the moment. Like you won't have to do all of the protection yourself. You won't have to do it all on the 3D plane. You won't have to be like fighting for yourself or whatever. There's that serendipity. That was in the energy update as well. You know, when you narrowly miss some karma that wasn't meant for you, so you don't get a job at a place when it was about to go bankrupt and everyone lost their jobs. Or you don't get on that plane that was going to crash, or that train, something like that. Those narrow misses that we have, and we know that we're protected. There's an element of that today. But there's also an element of us protecting ourselves as well. There's we're going to have to do a little bit of that, but not all of it. We're being guided at the moment. She looks like she's on the crystal. These ladies. But that is commitment. So we've got Empress and 4. Interesting. Empress and 4 of Wands. If I was thinking this is a relationship reading, then this is a very good relationship reading. The Empress and the 4 of Inspiration talks of marriage. Maybe this new romantic cycle, it's the transition to it, to get those firm foundations and get rid of the underbelly aspects of it. But what was peeking out at me, number 11 card, transformation. Butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. Let's get some animals out. Armadillo, set healthy boundaries, protection. I got the Badger spirit to be fearless and bold. Owl spirit, you see clearly now. Oh, that came out. Have you guys been watching? I've been putting it on Facebook and on Instagram, but my new TikTok videos, they've got a very different energy than my usual readings. Have you noticed that? It's a little bit more in the drama. It's a little bit more for the general public than these readings. My YouTube channel readings are for a very specific group of people. But it's interesting what came out in that reading yesterday was this story of somebody trying to tell you a truth, but it was actually a lie. And then you knowing the truth inside of yourself, and this other person being sneaky, you realising that, backing off, going into hermit mode, and then having a victory from it. So, I know, the armadillo, right? So I'm getting the same thing from this. That's why I'm saying it. The owl spirit, you see clearly now. You know the truth. So maybe this underbelly, if they're having direct contact with you, they're trying to tell you that you're lying. Is that, what's it called? Gaslighting kind of thing, but you know the truth. Yeah, my TikTok is Claire Louise Hay, and I have been posting the videos on my Facebook page, Be Healing, and on my Instagram, Claire Louise Hay. Need TikTok. Are you on TikTok, Chris? Follow me. Is that what you do on TikTok? It actually got more views yesterday. I haven't looked this morning. So yes, we've got protection going on. We know the truth inside of ourselves, so we can't be gaslighted today. It's like stay strong in that. Spider spirit, making your dreams real. All of this is happening for a reason. Look, I cut my finger yesterday. Had to do some bike maintenance because of the rain and the sand on the road got in my chain, and I cleaned the chain properly. Cut myself. You watch through Facebook? Yeah, I am putting it on Facebook. Oh, hello, Vero Ari. can't say your name. From French Polynesia. Spider spirit. Yeah, so all of my accounts everywhere, they're either Bee Healing or the Claire Louise Hay. Somebody had already got Bee Healing on TikTok. Who the hell's got that? I haven't even looked. Make your dreams real. There's a reason that this is happening. There's a reason that the Magician came out twice in the energy update. So it's whatever's going on, there's very good reason for it. And you know what? I keep on hearing this underbelly, these people that are trying to throw a spanner in the works, they're going to hate it that it has the opposite effect and you're actually going to get what you want from it. Let's get some collets out. You've been watching my TikTok. It's different energy, isn't it? It's not like my normal readings. I thought, shall I do take excerpts out of my normal readings? But I didn't. Yeah, I'm doing them separately, and it's interesting the messages that are coming out in that, because it is more about drama and stuff like that. It is more for the general public, I guess. I guess they're just working through me in different ways, isn't it? For other people. To the sea, emotions. Something's falling apart today, so something can be reborn from it. Emotionally. It's making me feel a bit scared, as in like a pit of the stomach. People having breakdowns maybe, or I'm seeing this like being backed into a corner, that kind of thing, and being very emotional about it. Check it out. So to the sea. Just flow with it, flow with it. That's what Morrigan said, flow with it. Don't be afraid. Fears are going to come up today, but don't be afraid of it. Just flow with it. There's a lot of divine stuff going on today. Let's get some more. Emotional, yes, but just flow with it. Time for a nap. Oh, yeah, I'm hearing that. I'm feeling it. I only just got up, but you know, it's only because it was a new moon special that I actually did get out of bed. I could have stayed in bed this morning. Yeah, so just rest and relax and go with that flow. That calming force. If there's a lot of chaos going on and people are emotional, you can just be that calming force that goes with the flow. So it's going to be all right. You know, like that mother, that empress energy. When your kids are going through dramas and it's not a drama to you, you're like that calming mum. Everything will be all right, you'll see. That kind of thing. But so many emotions run through me today. Same with Grace, right? Leonie, a family member accidentally broke my beautiful Kuan Yin statue yesterday. So upset. Oh. Ooh, maybe like that card said, Leonie. The serendipity card. Maybe you could like get like a vine or something out of nature and wrap it around to try and put her back together and then bury her, something like that. All that glitters isn't gold. This is about truth coming out. Lies. People that are lying. People that are pretending they're all shiny and nice and they're not. The truth comes out about them. The truth will always out, right? And we don't have to force it. We don't have to be the one that's dishing out the karma. We can just sit back and watch people undo themselves. Everything you describe is also happening on a world scale too. Yeah, huge peak today, really. Is it? No, let's not get any more of those out. Let's get something else out. What should we have? Do those last. Let's get one of these out. Woo! Did you see that? Sexual energy. Ooh. Romance. Sexual energy. I flew out then. It was like, boom! Wow. So we've got sexual energy going on today. Jealousy, maybe. Oh, it could be very passionate. Could be like a reconciliation day. Passionate one. I'm thinking the same. Too many. Kind of like these cards for the, they've got lots of dark cards in here. And you know, those decks that only have the positive in it, it's hard to use them as a reader because life isn't just positive. So you don't get real information unless there's a negative aspect on it. Oh, manifesting, that's for sure. Starting off with the Maiden. It's like the Empress card, but it's not really, it's more becoming the Empress. It's more the younger woman, not fully in her power yet, not fully empowered, not fully believing in herself and trusting herself, but she's headed there. She's headed to the Empress. And maybe today you could realize that you're more the Empress than the Maiden, than you thought, when you stand up for yourself and when you're this calming influence and you suddenly step in. If there's a lot of drama going on, that kind of thing, you're like, wow, I'm really cool, I'm the Empress. Could be something like that happening. You ordered them today, cool. I wake up every day thinking today is the day and it never is. Yeah, me too. But you know what? I'm kind of not anymore. So, especially with all these readings, you know, it's like we're being prepared for it, It's only when we get to that point, it's like, yeah, right cards, yeah, right guides, yeah, it's not going to be, because it never is. When we let go, when we get to that point of letting go, then it's going to happen. We've got the Pilgrim, again, a spiritual journey, spiritual war. Yeah, it's a spiritual journey for sure, a path. XX, no. It's a path to what we wanted to manifest. As I said, like I was picking up this, whatever darkness is coming out today, it's actually helping us to manifest what it is that we really want. And they're really not going to like that. But that's karma. Anima Mundi, it's about manifestation. It's the Magician card, really. Wow, okay, let's get some mini readings out for you guys. Who wants one? Oh, pop. Yes, please click like. Thanks, Chris, for remembering. You too, Maria. And I got cards out for me. What's this new moon? Oh, my new moon readings are half price until my half price sale this weekend, which will be in about, I don't know, maybe 10 hours time. I'll switch it over from the new moon readings to love readings. It's the soulmate readings this weekend. So if you want like one of those new moon readings, they're half price right now. I'll just put that there. Donna's first. You got in first. Oh, me first. Let's not forget about myself. Clearing judgments. I'm clearing judgments this new moon. It's personal, right? I mean, it's judgments about myself. You know, that's what I'm doing. As in, people are going through. I used to do that. I used to believe all that law of attraction stuff. It's like, it's all about you. It's all you. And then I woke up to that. It's like, no, it's not. It's not all me. Those abusers, it's not my energy that's causing them to do that. They are like that. They're always going to be like that. Stop taking responsibility for it, right? Things like that. So maybe I've still got a part of that in me, taking too much responsibility. Donna, I am good enough. Accept what is. This is the waiting game. Again, you've got the same message. We can't change our energy to change other people. We can change our energy and it just changes ourselves, right? It doesn't change other people. They're going to be who they're going to be. They're going to go through what they want to go through. We can't step in and try and physically change their path either. That doesn't work, does it? We've got to wait for them to come to us. We've got to wait for them to do it for themselves. So you're in this place of acceptance and just being good where you are. That's what this is saying. Just be good where you are. It's a path. Arlene. It's a transition. New moons, we write our intentions down. It's like the initiation of a new beginning. It's not when the new beginning starts. But we did have the Magician out twice. Something's happening today for sure. Arlene, love, let go of the story. An old story replaying. The end of a cycle, the end of the rhythm, says Morrigan. A new start. A new romantic cycle begins. A new cycle, a new rhythm. Old patterns that you've had doesn't need to come out again. So let go of that story. You know, the one that says, this always happens to me. Oh, that came up in the energy update as well. It could be that say if you were going for a new relationship and then your friends around you say things like, you always choose the wrong ones. Something like that. There's a judgment that comes in. It's telling you what your story is. Oh, what's happening? The camera's lagging. So Arlene, let go of that story. I feel like you could be reminded what the story is that you've been telling. I need to restart the camera, it's lagging badly. But I think you're going to be given a reminder of what the story is outside of you. So somebody... Oh. So somebody, like that. Somebody telling you, you always do this, you always do that. You've got the same story going on inside of you. Tanya. You got success and going well, Tanya. Headed towards success. You are manifesting these things. Just ride that wave. Just go with it. Especially, I feel like the path today or around this new moon could be quite bumpy, and you might think, what the hell's going on here? But it is righting itself. It is moving you toward that success that you want. For everybody, this is. We'll see. I mean, we'll know in the future. We'll look back at this time going, oh, that's why it all needed to happen. I get it now. We just need to trust as we're going through this, right? It is actually going well for you, Tanya. Even if it appears that it isn't. It's like the towers, you know, when we have those tower moments, it's always for a good reason. It's never to destroy us or anything like that. The universe just doesn't do that. Leonie, you got new beginning, perfect new beginning, cool. So just stay focused on that. It is coming to you, that perfect new beginning. Whether it's a new relationship that you want, or a new job, or a new success, your community, whatever the new beginning that you want is, that's perfect for you. Just keep on focused on that. It is coming about. Eva. Follow your intuition. Don't believe other people. It's quite a blanket statement. Don't believe other people over yourself, over your own intuition. Don't let people tell you that their truth is the truth and yours isn't the truth. Don't be hoodwinked like that. There is that energy today of gaslighting kind of thing. If you've got someone that does the gaslighting thing in your life, don't believe them. People could be frantically trying to get themselves out of trouble today with lies. So if you follow your intuition, you'll stay in the flow, Eva. Lisa. touch and cleanse. There's something about this sexual energy card coming up for you today, and it's about healing yourself. Something to do with touch. Maybe I don't know. This could be about sexual violence. It could be about a reaction to being touched that has some kind of a negative connection with you. But there's something to let go of there, to kind of clear that up so that you're more open. Interesting. Melissa Conrad. Two Melissas, you both posted right next to each other. So Melissa Conrad, you've got to trust yourself and let go of the story. Stop trusting other people over yourself. Trust yourself instead. Every time you do that, every time you you listen to someone else and go with what they say, you get bitten on the bum by it. Every time. It happens to everyone, not just you. Trust yourself instead. Trust your own truth. Let go of that story that you can't be trusted, or that you choose wrong, or that you don't know. It's not true. You do know. Melissa Goebel. Want more coffee? Melissa Goebel, initiate up until now. Oh, something from the past. Bring it back. Initiate it again. Maybe there's someone to get in touch with. Oh, maybe you're that ex doing the Mercury retrograde thing and getting in touch with somebody. You're being asked to start something up again. It might not be about a romantic relationship, it might be something that you used to do. Do it again. Does feel like getting in touch with somebody though, although that card hasn't come out. But the initiate card means that you've got to do it. Don't wait. If you're waiting for someone else to do something, don't. You do it. You take that action. Something from the past. Maria. Maria. Wow. This moment and travel. Do it now. If you want to go and visit somebody or go somewhere, don't put it off. Do it now. Do it soon. This is saying don't put it off. Wherever it is that you want to go. Chris. How many times do you get this expansion card out, Chris? Always more, more, more. Go for more, go for more. Appreciate yourself more and go for more. You're made for bigger things. Maybe this is just about your energy, getting your energy up there, believing in it, believing in yourself, appreciating yourself and truly believing in yourself so you fully feel it and you know that it's yours. That expansion, that much bigger thing, that much better thing is yours. Andrea Watson. Andrea, the only one that isn't waiting. We're all jealous of you, Andrea, because we're all waiting. Oh, completion and listen. It's about communication is what this is, and listening. You know what I was saying about someone could come in with a lie because they're trying to get themselves this. I feel like you've had to do a lot of that kind of thing in your life. Having to use your intuition over what people are saying, because what people are saying, they're not communicating the truth. And so you've got used to this way of being, which is about deep listening, always having to tap into your own truth behind what other people are saying. This is about other people. And this is the completion of that. I feel like you're bringing people that you can actually trust, so that you don't have to do that, because that's tiring, Always having to never trust people and what they're saying, always having to decide what the actual truth is, because, it's just like being around a complete liar. And so you always have to be guessing. You always have to be guessing what is actually going on, because they're a compulsive liar. That's what it feels like. So you've got the completion of that, Andrea, like you won't have to do that anymore, or you'll only have to do that sometimes with certain people. It's not going to be such a big rhythm and pattern in your life anymore. Better communication, more honest communication coming toward you. Deep down. You've got creativity flowing at the moment. Be artistic. Oh, it says knowing, not flowing. I read it as flowing. Do your own thing. Be creative in your own way. Be unique. Don't try and do it for other people, what they might like. Just be creative for yourself. And then you'll attract people that are like you, that want that same creativity that you're doing too. Caliber. Yeah, refocus. You're the aware one in certain situations, and instead of having to deal with people and try and make them aware, you can just refocus on something else instead. This is like, don't be defensive. If you see like people lying or whatever, you don't need to get involved and write it. You don't need to be the judge and jury. You don't need to help karma out. Karma's going to do it by itself, especially at the moment, right? With all these cards, it's pretty much saying that karma's got something going on at the moment. And so even though you're the aware one, doesn't mean you need to sort everything out. Just take a step back from it. Refocus yourself on something else instead. Something good for you, Callie. Stephanie. Oh, sorry, Stephanie. You got challenging and patience. Not the best cards in the world, are they? But yeah, the challenges will be coming to an end. You just need to be patient with that process. It's just like a what fresh hell is this kind of a combination here. But just be patient. It's going to right itself. And don't take the burden on for yourself. I mean, don't beat yourself up about it with these challenges that are going on, Stephanie. Just be patient. Easier said than done. Felicia, hello. Ah, interesting. You've got doubt cancels abundance and warmth. It's funny. It's not, I mean, this reading isn't funny, but it's funny when there's new people that come in here. I've noticed tends to always be about abundance. Their readings tend to always be about abundance. Maybe it's the starting point for people. But Felicia, doubt cancels abundance and warmth. This is saying in the past you've opened your heart, you've been generous, you've been kind and loving, expecting abundance to come back to you, because isn't that what all the spiritual teachers say? You give it out and it will come back to you. But you found that that doesn't happen, and that's caused you to doubt abundance. And so what you're doing now is going for reciprocity, and you do that in a very different way. Yes, it kind of is about being warm and open-hearted, but there's things you need to do before that to open up to actually receiving. You need to learn how to pick the people that can, to notice that, and not get yourself in. You see, when you're just doing this, first of all, being warm, open-hearted, giving your love out, you're going to attract those bad people. You're going to attract the narcissists. You're going to attract the unhealed people, the ones that can't and won't give you anything back for it. And you don't need to, you don't need to do that. It's actually enabling them to do that as well. So bring your energy back to yourself. You're doubting abundance at the moment, but you don't need to doubt abundance. It is always there for you, but you need to learn first to empower yourself and recognize. It's like, take those rose-tinted spectacles off. You can't out-love the world kind of thing. You can't do it. Nobody can do that. So learn to empower yourself. Bring yourself back to yourself first. And yeah, reciprocity. I've been talking about it for ages in these readings. It's you, Felicia. Rose. Wow. Rose, forgive them, forgive yourself. Lots of forgiveness stuff to do. So you could be railing against something around this new moon of what's going on. Injustice, that kind of thing. Yeah. You've got a lot of forgiveness to do. Maybe, what's that forgiveness thing? Ho'oponopono. That one. Maybe some EFT tapping as well, just to help you out in letting that stuff go, forgiving them, forgiving yourself. Injustice. Oof. Tracy Shilly, hello. Okay, refocus on being willing rather than trying to sort it out. So whatever it is that you're trying to do, just be willing to do it. Just like, okay, higher self, I'll do whatever it takes. Just show me whatever it takes. Show me what I need to do, because I can't figure it out. That's what this is saying. Have that be your focus, not what has been your focus, Tracy. Long path, Donna. You're welcome, Arlene. You're welcome, Tanya. Conscious C. I didn't skip you, Melissa, did you? Melissa, global letters. Conscious C, you've got expansion and staying safe. One step forward, one step back. You want to have bigger things, better things, but your fears kick in and your ego says, stay safe instead. And so you take a step backward. And so that's what you need to heal, is the fears. You need to let go of those fears that are causing you to sabotage yourself and take a step back. It's always you that's going to be doing it, you know. We don't just ask for something big and then it just gets given us by the universe. No. The universe asks us to step up. Yes, you can have that thing, but you're going to have to sort this thing out, let this thing go, or be more confident, or be this or be that. Because it's always about you. It's not about the stuff. So you can have what you want, Conscious C, but you've got to stop taking a step backward to try and... You've got to stop trying to stay in your comfort zone. That's what it is. You're welcome, Leonie and Eva. Didn't miss you, Melissa. Ooh, Felicia's from Pittsburgh. Pat, whatever Pat is. You're welcome, Lisa. Something from the past. Not thinking of travelling anywhere. Ooh, Maria. Could just be about going to see somebody though. I mean, it doesn't have to be a long distance. It could be down the road. It did feel like something that you've been putting off though. Working on it every day, Chris. I didn't miss you, Kelly. They come out, what Chris said, they come out on my screen in a different order, because on your device it looks higher up, because it's just on your device that it's higher up. When it actually comes through on the system, you're all in a different order. Yuck, Stephanie. You're welcome, Kelly. Deb, did I do you? Let's do Deb. Deb. And I've almost been here for an hour, wow. So Deb's the last one. Wow, Deb, you've got forgiveness to do as well. Forgive yourself and release guilt. So you're feeling guilty about something. Guilt always attracts punishment, so we sabotage ourselves when we feel guilty, because it actually feels better to be punished than it does to feel guilty. So release that guilt. Go easy on yourself. Forgive yourself. Maybe that Ho'oponopono work, EFT, could help you. That kind of thing. Because forgiveness can be really tricky, right? So there you go. Thank you everyone for coming along. If you do want one of those private new moon readings, they are still half price. And they will be for a few more hours as well before I start that half price sale this weekend, which is on my soulmate reading. So if you want one of those, check it out at theweekendbehealing.com. Have an amazing new moon, everybody. So let me know what happens. I might take the day off tomorrow, or maybe Sunday. I don't know, we'll see. I might be on tomorrow, I might not be. But have a good new moon anyway.